Hey guys, thanks for tuning into the Crush It Trading Recap show for Wednesday, November 19th, 2025. And we did crush it today with a whopping $426. And I'm going to show you how we did it playing the Crush It Trade strategy. But before I do me a favor, just click the like button. I do appreciate it. And now let's jump in. Now the Crush It zone or the Crush It Trading strategy, I've been playing this for about 2 years now. And it is a highly probable trade. What I like about it, it's a great beginner strategy. It's what I call a get up and go strategy. You don't have to worry about the news. You don't have to worry about red folder news. You don't have to worry about FOMC. You do have to worry about like this hyperbolic news where, you know, you don't want to take a trade when you got some crazy volatility and the thing could just fly off the charts, right? Obviously, we're not going to be trading in that. But in general, on my watch list, the Crush It zone sets up every single day at least one time. Like I said, it's a get up and go strategy. It's a really good strategy for beginning traders. And let me just dive in. I haven't done these videos for quite a while, but I'm going to start doing them again. There's a lot of people that have been asking for the CIZ videos, and so I'm going to start doing them again and show you what I think is an easy setup for a beginning trader, okay? So check this out. This is the 5-minute, and it's really this simple. There's really not even a lot to explain here, you guys. You have the CIZ zone right in here. Let me mark this out real quick. So this is our CIZ zone, what I call the Crush It zone, right? Yes, I did dub it, the Crush It zone. Let me get rid of that real quick here. So when price gets into the zone, I start looking for an entry. This is what I call the near side. This is what I call the far side of the zone, okay? And this particular one, I'm going to go on to the 1 minute here in just a second here. We did get some trims on this red candle coming down in here into the 0.618 and on the second candle here down to the 0.382, okay? And let me show you where those entries are at. I'm going to move down to the 1 minute chart here real quick. All right, here we go. Now we're on the 1 minute chart. So let's try to figure out where our entry is going to be here. And generally speaking, my entry is usually somewhere around the 9 EMA right in here. I'll take this impulsive move. I did get a quick trim right here at the 0.618. Normally I bypass the 0.618 and I'll take my first trim down here. But today I did take a trim down here at the 0.618. And then I took my second trim right down here at the 0.382. Probably a mistake on my part. Just trading a little bit smaller size today. I probably should have held on to it, but I did get a little nervous on it and dumped a couple contracts in there. Price did come up. This is important. This is why you have to hang on to trailers. Price does come up and consolidates for quite a bit here. And then it comes back down again. I didn't have anything here, but I did want to hold down to the 0 line. Now my target is the 0 line. Took the last off here at the 50 SMA and the 5. And that 0 line, you can see it did continue. I just didn't have enough size, enough contracts, big enough position to keep holding for the longer run. So I did get out there. Ended up with a whopping $426. But you guys, if you want to learn more about the Crush It Trading strategy, it's a get up and go strategy. It's what I think an easy one to learn if you're a beginning trader. Now, trading is difficult, and it's more difficult up here than it is on the technicals. So check out the links below. I'd love to have you in the room. I'll show you how it works. And let's get into the other ones here and look at what else we had set up today. We had Palantir set up. Right here, we also had the 100 on the daily here. A nice bounce to the downside. And we also had another one on Google. Now, everybody was taking Google to the upside. And, you know, nobody realized that, hey, you know what? This thing is going to pull back. And how do you know where it's going to pull back? Well, we got into the CIZ. We knew not to take it. But the good thing about this, and I did take Google in another account that I have. We did have the extended signal. If you're in the room, you'll be able to see this also. This is a custom-made signal that I did engineer probably about 8 months ago. And this lets us know when price has been extended, and we should expect a pullback. And you can see we got 2 of them here. And this did pull back nicely. And I had an ascending trend line here, which perfect touch. I moved to the downside. So, but I wanted to show you, you do have the CIZ here. But the bigger magnet, I guess, was this ascending trend line. And there was so much momentum moving up that it did push it slightly past the CIZ. But you can still take these. You know, once you learn the strategy a little bit better, you can take these and do really, really well on them. Now, the other one that worked out was Tesla. Tesla was an awesome win today playing the CIZ. Now, my favorite ones to play are usually Tesla and Meta. They pay extremely well. You got good liquidity on Tesla. Here is MSTR. Now, we had an extended signal here on MSTR at the end of the day, so we should be expecting some kind of move to the upside here at the open tomorrow. Now, just so you know, last night, or yesterday afternoon, we had an extended signal up here that I tried to take on MSTR the downside. Now, I took it in here. I got down in here, and it ended up going up. I stopped myself out $25 per contract negative. And this thing ended up opening to the downside today. And look at that beautiful move on that extended signal that we had yesterday. Now, let's see if we can expect the same thing today. Now, there is no CIZ trades on this one. We did blow through the CIZ, but if you look closely, there is a slight CIZ trade right in here. Not that big of a move, but enough, $3.69, enough to get some green. Okay, there was enough of a move there to get some green on MSTR. So, you could have counted that as a possible win. We didn't get anything on Meta today, and we wouldn't have taken it. We've already got too many trades that took place earlier on. Get green, one and done. So we wouldn't have not taken anything on Meta. And then we had NVIDIA also. But if you understand how to play the strategy, when you see it come back into the zone, you know how to get your entry, and you had a really nice move to the downside there on NVIDIA. So there you have it, you guys. That is the Crush It trading strategy. I do trade live every day, Monday through Friday, from 8 o'clock a.m. New York time to 11 o'clock. Sometimes we go a little bit long depending on what's going on, but we got a lot.